Now, ahead of the battle for Bengal, TMC's Chopra MLA Hamidul Rahman has put the party on a spot. Now, while speaking at a public meeting in Murshidabad's Chopra, the sitting MLA has asked the people to vote for the TMC, but also reminded that those who betray her, which is Mamata Banerjee, even after enjoying the government benefits, he would make them pay after the elections. Listen in yourself.
বিজেপি তো প্রথম সারি লিখতে রয়েছে এই জোট সিপিএম কংগ্রেস জোট এদেরকে ভোট দেওয়া মানে বিজেপির সুযোগ করে দেওয়া এরা হচ্ছে বিজেপির দালাল তাই আপনাদের মূল্যবান ভোট নষ্ট না করে প্রত্যেকটা বাড়িতে দিদির উন্নয়নের ছোঁয়া লেগেছে আমাদের দেশি কথায় বলে আমাদের পূর্বপুরুষরা গ্রামগঞ্জে বলছিল যাদের লবণ খায় তার কিন্তু বেইমানি করতে নেই নিমক হারামি করতে নেই যারা যারা দিদির হাত লাগেছে ছোঁয়া লেগেছে দিদি টিএমসি দেখে নাই সিপিএম কংগ্রেস বিজেপি দেখে নাই সবারই বাড়িতে ছোঁয়া লেগেছে দিদির যারা বেইমানি করবে ইলেকশনের পরে তাদের সঙ্গে দেখা হবে বেইমানদের সঙ্গে খেলা হবে আমাদের বেইমানদের সঙ্গে খেলা হবে আমাদের।
Well, let me go across to Tamal Shah, who's joining us. Tamal, this is horrifying to hear an open threat, that too at a poll rally. All of this caught on camera. How can the TMC justify this? It's bad enough that they are being pulled up about poll violence in the state, but now open threat even to the voters?
Well, that's right. This statement has put the party on a stickier ground, and the party is yet to issue a statement. I'm waiting for a press conference at Trinamool Congress Bhavan to begin, and of course this question would be asked to Trinamool Congress leaders. So far we have not really heard any word of condemnation coming in from the party for Hamidul Rahman. Our sitting Trinamool Congress MLA from Uttar Dinajpur, we have seen this had been quite a trend in the previous elections as well, as leaders issuing statements which are quite inciting in nature, quite provocative in nature, even though as far as language is concerned he can defend himself by suggesting that he has not threatened anyone in those many words, but the very fact that he has said something which insinuates or gives that impression that people who will not be voting in favor of Trinamool Congress would possibly be reprimanded or pulled up in the future is something quite scary, and BJP is trying to question the intent of Trinamool Congress in not condemning it as yet.
Well, of course, a lot of questions are going to be asked. Tamal Shah, however, any kind of reaction coming in from the BJP, because that has been their contention even in the 8-phase polls, that violence is part and parcel of West Bengal's political history, and now you have open threats not just to the rivals, even to voters.
Well, that's right. In fact, the elections are happening over 8 phases, something the Election Commission, even though has not really categorically stated that it is because of violence, but then BJP, the other opposition parties, be Left and Congress, they have been saying that Bengal has a history of violence, be it the 2016 Assembly election, 2019 Lok Sabha election or Panchayat election that happened in 2018. And given the fact that there had been a serious demand by opposition for deployment of adequate central forces in order to maintain peace so that elections can happen in a free and fair manner, the election has been distributed over 8 phases, and now when you see a leader from the ruling party, that is Trinamool Congress, making a statement of this kind, their opposition is questioning as whether it has been done purposely to incite, provoke and destabilize peace and harmony existing, then certainly opposition is finding it much more credence in their allegations, and the fact that elections in a way will be happening in 8 phases it merits as a decision, because leaders are making such insightful statements.
Keep tracking the developments. Of course, very shortly we expect that press conference to begin. Tamal will be tracking it very closely, asking the right questions. Thank you so much for the timing.